There's no psychological evaluation that needs to be done. This person doesn't need to be on cross-gender hormones. They don't need to be signed up for transgender surgery. They don't even need a significant psychological evaluation regarding gender confusion. The mere statement is enough.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to talk about this disgusting thing that's happening with trans women in women's prison. Yes, you heard me right. Men in women's prisons. This is just getting ridiculous. And no, I'm not transphobic for saying that. This is not has anything to do with being trans. It has everything to do with men in women's prison. Trans people need their own space, especially when it comes to be an incarcerated space. We must separate the actual sexes from each other. I don't care what your gender identity is. That is not a factual reality in a situation where these things can happen. So with that, thank you all so much for liking, subscribing, and helping this channel move forward. As I always say, I cannot do it without you. But I think these conversations are so important, and I really do think that by getting these messages out there to people who don't necessarily know what's going on, it's going to help this stuff from stop happening. So just let me just bring up the video and then we'll go from there, because it'll be easier from if instead of me just sort of like talking about the case, because it's a very important case. So I'm going to bring this up.
Thank you, Kevin. A controversial court ruling tonight. A convicted criminal who served time at the women's prison in Chowchilla is charged with raping fellow inmates. A Madera County judge says Tremaine Carroll must be referred to with she, her pronouns. But the district attorney is pushing back because the 52-year-old Carroll is a biological male, and the decision could impact the pursuit of justice. Court records show Carroll was convicted in Los Angeles County in 1993 for aggravated kidnapping for the purpose of ransom or to commit another crime. Carroll is now serving time in a men's prison as this rape case moves forward. Action News reporter Brianna Willis spoke with the district attorney about the potential impact of the pronoun ruling.
So let me just stop here, because they're going to force in the court case with this person, the inmate, okay, Carroll, who's a biological male who identifies as a woman and was transferred from the men's prison to the women's prison, where 3, not 1, even though 1 is bad enough, not 2, but 3 women are accusing him of raping them. Oh, I used the R. Oh, I'm going to have to bleep that. R-ing them during the time that they stayed in this prison space, where basically it's all women, and Carroll is a biological male with no surgery or anything. So I just want to get that out there because it's so disgusting.
Our county judge ruled this week 52-year-old state prisoner Tremaine Carroll must be referred to with she, her pronouns because Carroll identifies as a woman. But the district attorney believes the defendant is abusing the system.
This is a person who's not a woman in any sense of the word.
In March, DA Sally Moreno charged Carroll for rape allegedly committed while incarcerated at the Central California Women's Facility in Chowchilla.
After his first cellmate became pregnant and was moved to Los Angeles, 2 other cellmates of his complained that he had raped them. So we have filed rape charges against this inmate.
He didn't just rape 1. He did 3, like I just said. How is that even possible? After the first one, why did he continue to be in the women's prison space? Okay, it's just, okay, even if we just did it out of compassion, the fact that that happened once, he should have been out of there. But that it happened 2 more times is insane to me. And the fact that we're now being forced to use pronouns as if like this person has any rights as it is in this space after they did step. It's not like they're a good inmate or they're on good time because they're doing, you know, they're just doing their time with their head down and trying to get out. They're doing bad things. So I don't even think that they should even deserve any type of respect.
Moreno says the ruling regarding pronouns impacts her ability to prosecute the case.
Yeah.
This is a particular issue in this case because it's confusing to the jury. In California, rape is a crime that has to be accomplished by a man.
Supervising deputy.
Which I think is very strange to me. So you're saying women can't do that? Women can rape? What are you talking about? But in California, I guess only men can. So that does make sense in the sense of the court case, because how do they try it if now they think that they're talking about a woman and a woman supposedly can't rape, which is ridiculous. And so now the jury is seeing this way that this man is really a woman when it's not really a woman, it's really a man, and still is intact physically as a male and is raping these women God, I've been using the R word the whole time. I'm going to have to bleep the heck out of this thing.
Deputy DA Eric Dutemple says it's also unfair to the victims.
It's just absolutely insane that a victim would have to get on the stand and
Yes.
police their pronouns and their
Yes.
usage when trying to recite one of the most scariest times in their lives.
Unbelievable.
Carol was allowed to serve time in a women's prison despite being a biological male
Wow.
because of Senate Bill 132, the Transgender Respect Agency and Dignity Act, which took effect in 2021.
Wow.
It allows inmates to be housed with the gender they identify as. The CDCR website points out state law prohibits discrimination based on gender identity.
There's no psychological evaluation that needs to be done. This person doesn't need to be on cross-gender hormones. They don't need to be signed up for transgender surgery. They don't even need a significant psychological evaluation regarding gender confusion. The mere statement is enough.
Okay, did you all catch that? I hope you did. Let me just give it to you if you didn't, because it's insane. This person right here who you are seeing never has to change the way they look, never has to have any surgery, any hormone, doesn't even have to have a psychological, does not even need a psychological evaluation. They can self-identify as a woman, and every single one of us has to go along with the charade. That's what I'm talking about. This is why it's completely insane. Anyone can say they're a woman and go into a woman's prison. What? How come no one's doing this the other way around? How come no women in the women's prison are saying, I'm a man and I want to go to the... Why do you think that is? Come on. This is just unbelievable to me. So this person, look at them. They don't need to look like a woman if they don't want to. They can say they're a woman. We all need to shut up and they need to be transferred to the woman's prison, which is exactly what happened.
CDCR has since relocated Carol to Salinas Valley State Prison for Men.
There
We
you
reached
go.
out to CDCR about the case. They sent us a statement about Senate Bill 132, adding that they thoroughly investigate all allegations of sexual abuse, but they do not comment on cases in current litigation. Moreno says Carol fired the defense attorney handling the case and has chosen to move forward with self-representation in court.
So now this guy is gonna fire their court appointed attorney and use and do the court case themselves. Good luck, buddy. Secondly, this is just ridiculous that the people in the actual court system are going to have to call this dude that you just saw a woman, a she, her, when they don't have any legal status, only them saying that. I just am so mad about all of this, not only for myself as a transsexual, but for the whole system and for the fact that these women are now being tortured by these dudes again. They're already serving time, people. Come on. I think it's called SB 132. We need to get that thing taken out immediately. California has gone off the deep end. I just want to let you know that I was doing a little research on this person because I wanted to see what their backstory was, and I wanted to kind of see, like, you know, what's up with them. So I found this one piece right here. I have been incarcerated since September 10th, 1998, third strike, blah, blah, blah. Then it said, my clinicians on the mental health side of CDCR, my doctors have long understood my gender dysphoria and the dynamic of my life related to my gender identity. As far as outwardly identifying as anything, I never felt the need. To this day, I don't. My gender identity is mine and mine alone. What? I'm a natural born athlete. I played sports when I was young. I'm 6 feet and 220 pounds. I am who I am. I never felt the need to wear lipstick or wear tight clothing or try to change my voice or anything that people who are trying to put me in a box have done. Because generally, if you express that you are a woman or that you identify as a woman in a men's prison, everything is sexualized. First off, what are you talking about? I would love to know where your gender dysphoria is. So they just admitted that they don't need to outwardly present. You don't have gender dysphoria, because if you had gender dysphoria, you would want to outwardly present on some level as a woman. And you're literally telling us here that you don't want to ever outwardly, and you're equating it somehow to sexuality, because when you're in men's prison, if you do that, it becomes sexual and blah, 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 blah. So I really feel that this person is a grifter. Obviously, they have some serious mental illness going on, and something's just not okay with this. And why I keep advocating for spaces in the men's prison that you can put people like him, who could be in some form of danger in the men's prison, into an isolated space where they're not in general population and they're not in a situation, and never should they ever be presented into a female space. No matter, I don't even care if they are presenting as a woman. Okay. Nope. We just got to have these segregated spaces. They're extremely important, not only for the safety of women, but also for the safety of the transgender people. Okay. So with that, I just want to say thank you so much. I'm really so tired of these arguments, and how we got here today is because we have disingenuous people presenting themselves as transgender, because we have loopholes now that are just so crazy and insane that it opens the door for people like him, who happens to be a predator, to be predators on women. And now 3 women have been sexually assaulted, and it seems to me like the person who is the actual predator is getting more rights than the person who are 3 women, by the way, who are not having the same rights. So thanks so much for watching, subscribing, helping me. This wasn't a fun one. This was one making me so mad, but I do appreciate you all, and I'll see you guys all in the next one.